gonna start off our big day date with a super late brunch.
Yeah, it's like 2:30 right now. We're not even at the restaurant yet.
We are on our way to the restaurant, and after that, we're hoping to catch some cherry blossoms at a park here in Vancouver.
Yeah, it's starting to rain though, so at least it won't be crowded.
Yeah.
I don't like crowds. And then
We're gonna finish it off with Deadpool. We're gonna watch Deadpool.
yes, finally watching it.
Again, avoiding the crowds.
Yes, we've been avoiding the crowds, and I was really reluctant to watch it because it's really hyped up, and it's a character that I really like, and I was really scared of them ruining Deadpool. You can't really see my shirt right now, but I'll show you guys later. I've got Deadpool trolling Spider-Man. We have 38 minutes. Spring in Vancouver where it hails.
It'll probably be sunny in like 30 minutes.
I don't know about that.
But that happens quite often here.
Now 4 p.m. Late start, but we're finally heading over to see the cherry blossoms in the pouring rain. Tim has left me in the car because he's looking for the rose garden, so he's checking out the map. I'm all alone. Not fully bloomed. That looks weird. Obviously not a cherry blossom, but it's a weird looking tree.
So cold outside.
We didn't find
Very many.
yeah, no, not much luck on the cherry blossoms, and I seem to have lost my bobby pin. They renovated with more games. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Whoa! Yeah, he better be. Oh, I lost.
I'm covering you, baby.
Yeah, you can do that.
I got your back.
Stand by. Standing by. Which are the allies?
I don't know.
Oh, that's our ally.
That's an ally, baby.
Jerks!
You win. You got my back now.
Yeah, people try to shoot at my face.
You gotta use the cluster shot.
What's the cluster shot?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but we just died.
Aww, what is that thing?
I don't know. You're going down, babe. Oh no!
What happened?
It wore off just as I was going to eat the monsters. By default.
Why is that not working?
What'd you bounced you into it? Winner by default. Oh no, come back here! Yes! Thank you! Ha 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 ha. You ate more pack dust than me?
Yeah, man, I'm hungry. Trolling Spider-Man, and I got this at Fan Expo in Vancouver in 2014. Dinner time. We decided to make salads with Timmy's portion on the left and mine on the right. His fruits and veggies have been cut into larger bite sizes than mine. We have cucumbers, tomatoes, apples, avocados, baby arugula, and somewhere off screen we have goat feta. We also have grapes for dessert. This is a review on Deadpool, and just to let you know, there are spoilers. And earlier we had actually recorded while we were having dinner, so that was really clever, but then the lighting was really bad, and this is actually our third time. Second time, lighting was bad again.
Yeah, so...
And Tim kept on fidgeting and playing with his foot, and Leslie cannot stand feet, and I don't want her to have to see that and then get mad at me and yell at me.
So we removed my feet.
Yes, we chopped off his foot and then decided to do this a third time.
Yes.
So hopefully we can get this done really nice and concisely.
Hopefully, third time's a charm.
Yes. I have my notes here. We'll just go through the cons first.
The main thing that I really wasn't a fan of in the movie, overall I gave the movie a 7.5. The things I didn't particularly like in the movie were the essentially the love story, the fact that he still had a girl that he was going to be chasing and becoming the knight in shining armor for. I felt like that's too played out, but I understand where Marvel's coming from because they're trying to appeal to a wider audience, but still, as a fan of comic books, that type of stuff, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually my con too, was the love story, and it was just, they just focused so much on it, and I thought that he was going to leave her at the end, and as I mentioned earlier, that there are spoilers, so don't get mad at me. I thought he was going to leave her because that's what he does in the comics, he leaves her. But maybe he'll do it in the next movies because, you know, how Gwen did die in the first movie of Spider-Man, so maybe he'll do it, and I'll probably be happy.
Yeah, it might work out for the better for the second one, but other than that, I just wish they also spent more time I guess developing the part where he becomes Deadpool. In the movie they ended up like having to torture him to get his body to react and make him a superhero, but they didn't really spend too much time, I guess, with everyone else around. He had a friend in there, and I wish that they had expanded it, because in the comic books he spent a lot of time there and made a lot of friends, and that was something that I thought was pretty unique for like the history of Deadpool, and they didn't really focus too much on it, probably due to time constraints, but yeah.
I feel like he stole that off of me because he was just looking at my notes before, and I thought he was going to end up copying my notes, but that's one of my cons too. I wish that he had more relationship development in that lab, because I mean, they could have taken the time out of the whole romance thing and just focused more time.
Oh, that's a good idea. They totally should have done that.
On the lab development, because I really like the story of him becoming friends with that other guy, and the fact that he ended up losing him and sacrificing him because Ajax, or what's his face, Francis, ended up using him using that relationship against Wade, and it was pretty touching. And instead of Wade accidentally killing him, it was a more touching story, but maybe it would have been too dark for the wide audience, and the girlfriends would have been like
too shocked. And then just one last thing is, and this is really minor because this is something that I could have controlled. I like watching movie previews where Selena likes to be shut out of the world when it comes to the movies and avoids all previews as possible. But I saw a lot of the movie trailers, all the X-Bands, all the regular trailers. So when I watched the movie, I actually felt that some of their better material was actually put into the trailers. When I watched the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, this part is from the trailer. And then it kind of took away from the actual movie experience because some movies, they kind of suck because all the good stuff's already in the trailer, and once you watch the trailer, you've seen the movie. And I feel like they did a teeny bit of that. So I kind of lost.
Was it as bad as Captain America where they showed you the entire scene?
No, not as bad as that. But some of the jokes, which I would have found a lot more amusing had I not seen the trailers, I kind of lost that kind of enjoyment for it. So yeah.
See, I'm smart. I avoid everything that was Deadpool related. But on the same note, this isn't their fault, but during the previews, they had the trailers for Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, and I've been avoiding anything related to those two. So I was in the theater with my hands up against my ears and my eyes closed, and it's really loud in there, so it's not like I could ignore everything I was hearing, but I was sad that I ended up being forced to experience that.
But I mean, overall, I think the movie was actually very fun. I liked all the corny jokes. I like the 90s music, because it's the generation we grew up in, but all throwback is pretty nice.
Oh, you're going on to the pros already?
Yeah.
I still have one more
What?
con.
Oh, you have another con? Okay.
Yes, my last con is Ryan Reynolds acting like himself when he was being Wade Wilson. It has to do with the romance as well. It just seemed really scripted. I think that it reminded me of Gilmore Girls type of banter, and I know you haven't watched that, but
No.
it's a very Marvel Avengers type of banter, like Tony Stark. It's the type of script they usually give him, and it just seemed not very realistic.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed very much like him being himself, and he didn't have to stray too far in terms of his acting skills.
Yes, but on the flip side, when he was acting as Deadpool, I thought that was very much like Deadpool, and he wasn't really acting himself, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, the fun parts, just the fact that he was so cheeky. I like a character who can, talk back a lot, and he was able to do a lot of that.
That's what he likes me, because I talk back a lot.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the fact that it was filmed in Vancouver, so we got to point out the sceneries. I found it really interesting that they changed the street names, but they didn't change the name of the strip club. So there really is a number 5 in Vancouver, and I thought that was interesting.
It doesn't look as good.
No, I don't know
either.
why they chose such a rundown strip club to film in, but it probably is just a lot cheaper.
Yeah, probably. Well, they focus a lot of their filming in the downtown region, so I guess they're just thinking, what's the closest strip club so we don't have to travel too far and set up camp and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have to pay too much either.
Yeah, that place is pretty dirty. But yeah, as well, just the action scenes were nice. The parts that weren't in the trailer were nice to watch. I like that final fight. I like the fact that they included a couple X-Men characters, and the jokes that in regards to the X-Men characters were great. I like the fact that he broke the fourth wall, like talking to the audience or the readers if it was a comic book. That stuff is super unique to Deadpool, and really kind of makes it unique in a sense, not at any other movie.
There's a t-shirt that I really want. They sell it at Hot Topic, but they don't sell it in my size. I really want them to make it in a girl's size. But it's a t-shirt of Deadpool looking through comics, and he says, "I have issues." I love that, because it's very Deadpool. He's looking at his own comics, and he definitely has issues.
Yeah.
Comic issues. Get it?
But
I just had one last thing, which was I'm glad that Ryan Reynolds had fought for Deadpool. I'm glad he fought to make it very Deadpool-like, and that he fought for the R rating, because that just made it seem a lot more genuine. Really entertaining and amusing. So I still really enjoyed myself, and I would definitely watch it again.
Yeah, I would watch it again, but probably not in the theaters. Download.
Not paying for that again. I mean, I'm not going to make you pay for that again. So those are our thoughts, and
Yeah.
if you have already watched it, let us know what you thought down below in the comments. Hope you liked our very first vlog, or at least my first vlog. Leslie's already posted one, but if you subscribe, then you can follow with our future adventures. Anyway, have yourself a great week.